Ministry is never easy. It's not easy in any generation, and every generation has its own challenges. But quite honestly, it's hard to come up with any previous generation that has faced what we know, even now, this generation is facing and is going to face in the future. We're living in a time of an increasingly secularized society. This secularizing society is moving at a pace unprecedented in human history. And in order to prepare this generation for that, we've got to get them ready, not only to defend the faith, but to be passionately and compassionately excited about sharing that gospel. We have to train them in new skills in terms of how to face a culture that isn't going to love them for their message and isn't going to applaud them for their faithfulness. Our responsibility is to train up a generation of faithful ministers, missionaries, and church leaders so that the church will be faithful in this generation.
Being a convictional institution shapes and molds what we do every day as a seminary. Because we are committed to the idea that there is such a thing as absolute truth, because we're committed to the urgency of the gospel, because we believe that people are lost and doomed in darkness for those who have not yet turned from their sin and trusted Christ. We exist to take these truths we hold on to preciously and to share these truths as we go into the world.
The distinctives of Southern Seminary begin with what this institution stands for, with the convictions at our very foundation. Coming behind that are the people who teach those convictions, and that is the faculty, made up of world-class scholars that simply don't have their match anywhere in the world.
The faculty at Southern are committed to the training of their students, not only academically, but also personally. These men have opened up their homes to me, and it's more than just a job to them. It's their ministry, it's their life's work, and it's just been an unbelievable blessing in my life to get to know them outside of the classroom as well as in.
You know, one of the most exciting things to me as president is to see what happens inside the classroom. That's most fundamental. But close on the heels of that is watching what happens outside the classroom. And you walk almost anywhere on this campus and you see couples, students, you see families. You see the kinds of things taking place that only take place because of people who are sharing an experience together. And the educational experience is one of the most important to be shaped together. And so the community here is so very important. And we have done everything we can to make the experience of being in Louisville at Southern Seminary on this campus such that children growing up as their parents are studying in the seminary would look back on these years as the very happiest of their lives. When couples who are going through the experience of studying at Southern Seminary would say, you know, our marriage really came together in a way that could never otherwise have happened when we were in the context of so many other young couples at the same point in life. We want every single student who comes to Southern Seminary, and all who come with that student, to have one of the most blessed, spiritually healthy, convictional, passionately Christian experiences to shape them for the rest of their lives.
Often you can be as shaped by the community that you live in as you might be shaped by a lecture. And this community is a unique place where a family or an individual can come and share bonds of fellowship that hopefully will last across a lifetime of ministry. It's a great place to be.
So certainly we love this place. We love the buildings, we love the people, we love the classroom experience. But it is very possible and even likely that there are many around the world who will find themselves in a situation where they are unable to get here for any number of situations and any number of circumstances. And so what we have for those students is what we call the global campus. The global campus is set up so that men and women around the world will be able to get the seminary training that they need to reach their area of the world with the gospel of the Lord Jesus Christ. From Louisville to Laos, from Kentucky to Korea, we are able to deliver top-notch theological education wherever you are in the whole world.
You know, someone asked me why Southern Seminary. I can go back to 1859 and say there was a very clear conviction on the part of Southern Baptist leaders that there needed to be a seminary to serve this convention, the region, and churches beyond. I can look to successive generations where the need for Southern Seminary has become far clearer in every single generation. And now, in the context of an increasingly secularized society, we know full well why Southern Seminary is needed. We serve the church, we serve the gospel, we serve the truth. Ultimately, however, all of these things find their true meaning in the fact that we serve the glory of God. Southern Seminary ultimately exists for one reason, that the Church of Christ will be more faithful, that the Lord's churches will be more mature, more effective, more passionate in the truth, that the Lord's church will be ready when He comes, and ultimately, in the beginning, in the middle, and in the end, it's all about the glory of God.